Hello, good evening everyone. Assalamualaikum. Here we start the class. I have to share the slide and the campus and also some additional file. So we focus on data modeling. This is the continuation of the data flow diagram. You see in data flow diagram there is data store. Data store, for example, uh, user data, stock, selling value, etc. Store in the data store. So we continue to the DFD using the how to manage the data that we have to store. You already store database in file, for example, in hard drive, in flash disk, etc. But for the transaction, we need the organization, not only just save to the hard drive, but we also make the logical data model. And also the data that we store should represent the specific people, place, and etc. And also the relation among the data. For example, you have the data in academic information system, student data, and also lecturer data, and course data, etc. We have to separate this data, and then we have to create the relationship among the data that have to be set in the physical data. So logical data only focus to the concept. For example, the student data in the implementation may be located in President University, inside the, for example, Microsoft SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, and etc. But for logical data, we focus only the student data. So if we want to continue to the implementation, we add the physical data. So this is focus for the programmer and database management, database designer. And the last is the normalization. This is the process of checking for data redundancy. For example, if you store your data in the laptop, if you only just save the file, maybe there is a double redundancy of data. There is two same data in certain database. If we do not consider this, the storage will be double. Of course, the data redundancy mean not relate to the backup. Backup is usually the double data, but this is for the backup. For the if there is catastrophe or accident, we have to restore from the backup. But actually, the normalization is focused to check for the redundancy. For example, in President University, we only have one student database. Student data. And every department should follow this centralized student data, because if every faculty have their own student data, maybe there is some double data. For example, if there is a course, there is two source of data. Similar in our government, Indonesia is launched the undang-undang Jadi tentang one data policy. For example, student data should have only in Kemendikbud. So every department, if you want to access the student data in Indonesia, they will ask the Kemendikbud. And also, for example, the geographic information system data only in BIG, Geospatial Bureau of Indonesia. Another department do not allow to have their own geospatial data, because it means that only the source of data ya, or the apa ya, pemilik ya, or the owner ya, should have to manage the database. So you have to separate to distinct between data and database. Data is this is the information. The data is the source of information. So this is the facta about the people ya. For example, student, lecturer, etc. This is the data, and database is how to manage the data. Also, there is a database management system. It is also usually the software ya. Now, Microsoft Access, I have share you some one file ya about the buying transaction in Access, Microsoft Access. Data is usually in terms of table. So in a database, there is a lot of table. For example, in student information system or academic information system, there is a lot of table, student table, lecturer table, course table, KRS, room table, schedule table, and etc. This is the entity relation diagram. This is the non-object diagram. Focus on database or table or data modeling. Also, we use the object-oriented. Some vendor or project manager still use the ERD because this is the powerful diagram for creating the relational database management system. So in the world today, we have a lot of kind of data, relational database and object-oriented database. Usually, object-oriented database can be implemented using the relational, but the relational database can be implemented using the object. So because there is a one parameter in object that the relational that kind do not have the process or method. Of course, if you don't understand this thing, you have to search it from the internet what is the difference. But in this word, there is two kind: object-oriented and relational database. But using the ERD, we do not. We can use both of this kind of data. In irrational and relational database, object database can be implemented using the ERD. Maybe some source in the internet, ERD designed by relational, the kind of relational. So they focus directly to the file, physical, or some institution called the logical record. This diagram is show the information. There is an entities. Entities is mean that it may be a table, it may be a class object, and etc. According to the style, object oriented using the class, non-object using the table. This is the similar. But of course, the non-object is widely used because it's easy to understand, and most database use the relational style. And also there is lines. There is lines linking entities. So the relation between entities, between two table, between two class, and others will show the business rules in an organization. The other symbol can show when one example must exist for another to exist. For example, the transaction. For example, in transaction there is of course there is a product should be exist before sold. And also the symbol show the R relation. This is the entity relation, and this is the diagram is the figure or picture. So the relation, and we have to understand the symbol, the standard symbol of the ERD. For the relation, we have some rule. For example, one doctor can have many patients. Each patient may have only one doctor when consulting. Maybe there is a nurse, but only one doctor is for one patient. Of course, there is some special case. Maybe need a lot of doctor in bedah ruang bedah. Okay, this is there's a lot of standard, but usually only rectangle, and then there is the patient or the name of the entity. This is entity, and this is the attribute. For example, patient maybe ID, last name, first name, address, phone, and etc. But in ERD, usually you have to choose the simple, the minimum as possible, but needed, because if you want to add more attribute, we can add later. But this is what the important thing is in the ERD. There is a line, and also there is the symbol. So some researchers say this is the Crowfoot style, like the chicken, ceker ayam, Crowfoot. It's mean that multiple. So one patient can multiple appointment, and this is only one-to-one every diagnosis, only one health program, and there is what this mean. This is the information about the verb. There is a patient, there is an appointment, there is a verb. Patient, schedules, appointment. Appointment results in a diagnosis. Diagnosis contains health problem. Health problem occurs during symptoms. Sorry. Patient provide medical history. This is only subject, predicate, and object. Subject, verb, and object. Of course, we can also write in opposite direction. Medical history is provided by patient. Appointment was a lot of appointments can be scheduled by a single patient, and etc. This is the standard. The entity name. You see there is a lot of method. Chain. There is a crowfoot and also idefix. It's up to you to use this style, but you have to consistent. If you want to make the chain, this is 1976 researcher using the relational database management and RD. Entity name, it opts outside the box, and the inside is the attribute, similar to Crawford, but in Crawford you have to use the identifier. For attribute, for a David, it's easy. You have to add this student ID, address, name, last name, first name, etc. Crawford is inside, but for chain there is ellipse. For one attribute, one ellipse. So I think the chain is more need space to draw the ERD. Yes, for the chain style, for example, this is the student and this is the attribute, ID, name, address, etc. using the ellipse inside the student. And if student attend or the course, and one student may this is the relationship. They use the diamond. Student, for example, attend a course. This is the chain method. I think today usually the database designer using the Crawford or idefix, because it's more compact. For example, student, they only use ID. This is the primary key, and name, address, etc. And the relation, we can use the Crawford. Ceker ayamnya Crawford. Course. So inside the course, maybe there is a room, lecturer, etc. The information of the course or ID. Course ID, terus date and time, schedule, and also lecturer. For this Crawford, it's easy. For example, this course ID, like is schedule and lecturer. is more compact ya, compare with the chain ya, chain throughput. And also you can download some case ya, computer aided software engineering, for example ya, data dynamic ya, design ya. For you can download free trial to, for example I want to use, I have to submit the downloading data dynamic design, but this is only for trial database. You can download. Of course you can buy license if you happy to use this data dynamic design. Usually this style using the Crowfoot style. This is Crowfoot. Just some sample. Okay, we try to you have to choose the database you have to convert ya. MySQL, Oracle. Okay, for the easiest ya, is the access for example ACCDE ini ya, access 2013 ya. So you can just add, for example, customer attribute you can add, for example, ID, the name, example we ambil itu. For this is the customer. Similar with the example, customer, for example, buy the good or the stuff ya. For example, apa bahasa Inggrisnya barang ya biasanya ya, barang, titik Indonesia dulu ya, barang attribute, for example, usually you have to make the different case. For example, and price, there's a lot of stock, supplier and etc. But just we focus to, and then we not only we do not need to create the relation, the name of the relation, but usually we have to one customer usually a many to many ya, one customer can create many to many. This is the identifying relationship, non-identifying relationship. This is one to many, one customer buy a lot of stuff ya. But of course one kind of stuff can be buy by a lot of customers. So this is usually many to many. How we get to create the many to many? Oh, this is zero to more, one on more, zero to one, exactly one. Usually there must be many to many. Where is the many to many relation? Identify, non-identify. What is non-identify? Oh, mandatory. I have used the previous share version. No, there is a many to many relationship. So I don't know why the newer version we have many to many relation diagram. What is this? Oh, this is many to many here. So a customer, the default name is customer barang, customer stuff. And this is many to many. One customer can, of course, you have to rename this. For example, buy or maybe buying, transaction buying or selling. And then, of course, there is for example, you go to Indomaret or Alfamaret, there is a information about transaction ID, transaction ID, usually automatically inserted when cashier open the transaction. For example, this is the ID. Usually we have this is the barang, and also this is the ID for customer. Usually you have to create the same. This is your customer ID, ID barang, and then this is become the primary key here, primary key, and then I forget it. And this is the primary key. Primary key means some attribute that should must be different with another record. For example, for student ID, of course, for the student data table, we have to choose the ID because there is maybe the same name from one student to other, but must be one ID, the different ID for every student. And this for customer. There must be a transaction ID here. Okay, for example, we have only one transaction like this. Of course, that must be detail about because one customer maybe buy a lot of stuff. This is only for one stuff, because in one table, one field, we have only one item. So for customer that buy a lot of stuff, we have to create the detail about the stuff, many stuff or item that they buy. Okay, for example, it's already okay. You can where is the conversion? The generate, no, this is the generate database. This is the result name. For example, we can change the name of seven sample. Then this is the location. Stop. Okay, for more easy. Then sorry, we have to only just generate, generate, and then the dynamic design will generate to the data, in the desktop here, and you can open the using the access. Here is the location. Generate database X7. Oh, in document, sorry, in document. This is you see, the dynamic design have already created this table, this is name, price, this is the customer, and this is the, I have to change the name, actually this is forget to set, sell for just transaction. Why you can change the name? No. Okay, we have to generate again, but of course we can add another data. So if you want to use Oracle or MySQL and other web base, Postgre, etc., they not creating the file but only the SQL code, create database, create table, and etc. But of course this is the wrong style, because one customer only buy one product here. If you want to get a lot of product for relational database, we do not allow lot of stuff here. For example, we buy book, pencil, pen, etc., not inside only one field. We have to choose another style. I have share you, this is how we create the one customer buy a lot of items. See in the relationship. Oh, this is not selling, buying. For example, we buy something in a supplier. Buying, there is a ID buy, and then we do not directly to the items, because if you use directly here, like here, we only buy or sell one item. So we have to use the detail. Detail mean that we can get transaction with a lot of item or stuff. we use the detail code, detail ID here for detail, because we use the relational database. But of course, this style can be implemented in object-oriented database that have the capability to use multi-value. So in relational data, object-oriented database, we can store in array item like this. For example, I in GoFood, GoFood buy martabak, sate padang, and some drinks. We can use like this because they use the MongoDB, and then they use the non only SQL, so they accept this data into the warehouse, seperti gudang gitu, dicemplungin aja, tapi harus ada alamat to access this data. This is the NoSQL style. For example, MongoDB, and you can search another NoSQL database or object-oriented database. I have database for all. This is database for object using the Java. This is for Java. We can use this style. We store a lot of stuff inside one this is have used the here, so it's meant that cashier when to check the trolley or keranjang basket, and then they scan one by one item, scan, and then every item has their own ID based on the barcode in the item, stuff, then stored in this detail, but in the some database design book, they do not use this ID primary key for detail. They use combining to ID into become primary key. Primary key using two ID to primary key. Maybe in next slide we can give the example. Such entity example instance. This is record. This is the attribute information, name, ID, and identifier is unique. This is, for example, we have discussed primary key. There is a lot of kind of primary key. We can use the concatenate identifier. Last name and first name. Also, you can use a single. We add ID patient, and of course we let the primary key letter. Last name. For example, Arjuna Ferry. We can use the Arjuna combination of Arjuna and Ferry as the primary key, because maybe in President University only one name Arjuna and plus Ferry. Maybe a lot of Ferry, but only one Arjuna Ferry. Yeah. But of course, this is difficult if the name is ordinary. Yeah. So maybe Siti Fatima and etc. For example, maybe the same name. So if you use combining of the first name and last name, maybe there is a double. Yeah. So we add some ID number here as the ID, for example, student ID. And of course, we can add a letter. Yeah. It means that after we design using it, for example, I will add new ID here. Yeah. And we click here as the primary key. This is the old version. Yeah. I think this is the case how to add record. Of course, in Access we can insert directly into table, but of course if we use the system, we do not allow. Yeah. Accessing the user accessing the table is very dangerous, so we use the form UI. You know. If I want to add new transaction, for example, here 111, for example, this is my usually in Alfamart or Indomaret, this is automatically generated, and I have only two supplier code, and we cannot add the data supplier directly by the user. Yeah, it's dangerous. User should only choose. Yeah, this is automatically appear when I choose the 1, 2, and this is the one. Where is this? This is from the supplier data here. Yeah. Of course, we can add to add. Sorry, here ya, to add. And this is the information. Sorry. This is usually the have some meaning. Yeah. It's called the metadata. Metadata is mean the data about the data. Data is something about the entity, but metadata is something about the data. The data, information of the data. So, we have to open again. Yes, dari and sorry, I have to create the new one. Information, and usually you have to choose from the data. Yeah. In Indomaret, Alfamart, this activity can be replaced by using the barcode scanner. Yeah. Scanner using the infrared, then automatically after we scan, this is the information appear. Of course, but sometimes the scanner cannot read the barcode, maybe because the broken and etc. The cashier usually add manually. Yeah. etc. This is example 2. This is only sample, and then we have to have the submit button here, yeah. But we check the database, there is here ya, a transaction in pembelian, and you can choose in detail in where is the there is a detail code. This is the ID pembelian, ID pembelian. This is the ID supplier, and what is what we buy from this supplier with the ID selling here. We can see from detail. I think there is a problem in I have to close. Yes, it's already appeared, but in detail. Oh, okay, there is here, yeah. This is selling code, and there is a three item that that have been buy, both. And this is, you see, there is in this transaction there is a three item here. So this is the method how we insert the multi value, yeah, inside the table, yeah, because we do not allow one field field with a lot of item, so we have to separate this in three. So if we want to search what is the item that we buy with the ID buying now here, so we can use this detail. We see there is three item with the numbers 233, and then usually we have to add some prices here. Price, for example, this is for another example. This is more complex because we buy and sell, from customer. This is another style. We use two primary identifier become as primary key. It's only one, and we have combining of the ID stuff and selling ID selling. Of course, this is a problem because when we create a new transaction, this is automatically, and then, for example, we have to one stop, and then if we using the same same name, there is a error here because we do not allow have the same primary key with the combination of ID here with here because if we add new, we have the same primary key combination of two to identifier here. So we only add this is, for example, 2. Of course, if we use this style in Indomaret or Alfamaret, this is a problem for the cashier because they have to collect the same item ID. For example, egg, ya. Mau beli telur itu dikumpulin dulu seluruh telurnya, baru nanti dihitung jumlahnya berapa. This is more difficult because we have to combination. Compare with the style, this is more reliable because we use the uses the we are allowed to set because in this transaction there is a detail ID. You see in the relation there is an ID detail here, so it's every scanning there is a new ID detail, and then if we have the same stuff item, it's okay because it must be different ID detail, that automatically insert in the transaction. I forget the name of this style. Primary key, surrogate key. You can searching in the internet, but I think it is more advanced. Surrogate keys. Yeah, surrogate key is the additional key to avoid this information. You can get from this, so we can use this. This is the surrogate key to ID detail to avoid supaya kasirnya itu nggak ngumpulin seluruh telur berapa jumlahnya gitu, enggak ya, jadi langsung aja scan, asal scan aja nggak usah dikumpulin itu jadi bisa gitu. Okay, we continue to the slide. The relationship is using the line without arrow. Give the active verb, so you have to use you do not use with passive, use the active verbs. One verb can describe the relationship in both direction. You can use two verbs describe its direction. And this is the cardinality. Cardinality refers to the number of time instance. There is for example, only one lecturer for a lot of student PA advisor, for example, one advisor, a lot of student, and also there is many to many. It's just the one more instant to, for example, customer can buy every stuff, and one stuff can be sell by lot of customer, so this is many to many. And also there is one-to-one relation, which is rare, jarang satu one-to-one relation. For example, kalau istri suami istri itu kalau dibatasin satu one-to-one. And modality, we can use the minimum number, but this is more advanced. This is how to create the cardinality. You see there is one student can enroll in a lot of module, and one module can be enrolled by a lot of students, but every one student has one address, ya. So if in your information student data, you have allow only one address on, for example, in one telephone number here. Of course, you can add a lot of telephone number, but only one register in this data. Yeah. I think this is more advanced. The metadata is information about the components of the model. Yeah. This is important for the programmer or analyst. For example, a programmer create the student information system in President University, and then they create the store the metadata or create using the report or using the repository. So if new programmer or new analyst come to the President University, they can easily understand the information in the database, yeah, because there is a metadata, usually the information about the data. This is the sample how to create the metadata example. This is using a table, and this metadata for the current technology, for example, in microservices, yeah, this is more important because, for example, in one data policy, if for example, the President University use the map geographic position, and then the programmer or analyst have to add information about the services of the GIS, or mapping. Where's the location of services? For example, Traveloka is the e-commerce for the belian tiket, ya, tiketing pesawat, and then they only use another services. For example, from Garuda, Lion Air, Air Asia, they do not have their own data about this service. They can only access the service from another organization, and then they, after retrieving the free data, usually every organization give the services, ya, to the every, ya, umum gitu, ya, and then they can access the service and manipulate using. So in metadata, the programmer should inform, ya, where is the service from, ya, from the government, from the maskapai, probably from the hotel, is for the buying the reservation, hotel reservation. So usually some organization do not uh, save their own data about the other service, yeah. Of course, for transaction, maybe they have their own data, and then it should be explained in this metadata. This is the guideline for building the ERD. You have to follow the data store from the FD. If there is 3 data store, you have to create the 3, and etc. And also you include the entity with more than one instance of information. Of course, yeah, if we only want information, for example, the presiden, misalnya polisi presiden, in Indonesia, you do not need to create the president data table ya, because we only one president, so you do not need to create the table president table ya, because only one president. Of if we have a lot of entities, for example, minister, we can create the table minister ya, because there are a lot of minister in one country ya. And extra, you can using this guideline. And this is the all many-to-many relationship. Inside this relationship, there is have to be one. There's an intersection entity. So you in this example, when we use the many-to-many transaction here, there will be automatically here. So you have to create at least 3 tables here, table 1, table 2, and table 3. This table called the apa namanya ya, this is transaction table, and this is the master ya, master data, master data file, table master. Ini table master. This is the transaction table usually. This is change rapidly ya, because there is a lot of transaction.
Sir, I mean, are we going to stay online on Zoom or not?
Oh no, you have only attend the class. There is one meeting. After one meeting, I will give you the link, and then you have to answer. Not online. You can close the Zoom, and then you search your available time. Yeah. Maybe in the morning, or in but you have to see the deadline. I will only give you 24 hours. So if I starting now, maybe the limit is maybe 8 o'clock tomorrow. So you can answer according your available time, and also available your preparation to answer this quiz.
Oh, I see, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
So I will still capturing the. Okay, good evening everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good evening.